have literally been dominant thus far early in the season.
Now the starting group for the visitors. Chamberlain is out there with Draymond Green. Then there's Jaylen Brown. Then it's Thompson, and it's Walker in at the point guard position. Now here's Thompson. Walker in the corner. Back to Thompson. Abdul-Jabbar against Walker. Just 5 on the clock. Outside, Green. That doesn't go either for Green. And the Mavericks with possession. It's a 3-point game. 2 points. That one goes. For teams with a lot of new players, Greg, this time of year can be a real challenge.
Sure can. And just getting on the same page takes some time. And then you have to build that trust. Weathering the storms together will help you do that.
Here's Walker. Paul George making his last shot. Thompson in the corner. Knocked loose. Johnson, a wide open look. Knocks down the 3 ball.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead. Let it fly.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one misses.
You know, I've always had such great admiration for Kemba Walker and his work habits and his basketball skill. But there's also this infectious joy he plays with that makes him one of my favorite players.
He hits the second from the line. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to talk with Coach Jason Kidd. They won the first game against this team, but he is not taking anything for granted. He wants his players to be even more assertive offensively this time. He said, I think we can dictate things a little more. Maybe force those guys into defensive matchups they dislike and find points that way. Well, we'll see if they can do that and go up 2-0 tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Sounds like they're going to do what they can to get this offense rolling.
Yeah, they'd like to get out to a fast start, establish a little bit of rhythm and pace right up front.
Yeah, I think if they can come out and dictate the tempo, that's to their advantage.
Here's Johnson following the basket by Draymond Green. Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Now Walker to the inside, and it's Chamberlain finishing it off.
Now this is a young man who's really grown as a passer. If the defense overcommits, Kemba Walker will make you pay.
Outside, George. Johnson attacking and stolen by Chamberlain. And here's Walker. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And Chamberlain with the stuff.
Well, we've known for a long time Kemba Walker is gifted on the offensive end, and it's not just about his scoring. Look at that on the assist.
Johnson against Walker. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy, just struggling to make shots right now.
Out to Thompson, the pass to Chamberlain. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
That one is no good. Mavericks trail by 6. Pass to Porter. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Well, they can tack on a few more points onto this run.
Yeah, it is starting to become a big one.
And Young, here we go. Passes it to Chamberlain. Over Porter. The shot by Chamberlain, no good.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
Young, first shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Pass to Russell. Pulls up. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
1:04 left in the first. Shots good by Miller.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They trail by 7. Now the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Pass to Cheeks. On the wing, Porter. Rebounded by Tracy McGrady.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Third team foul. At the line for the away team, Tracy McGrady. At the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Andre Kirilenko's checked in for the Mavericks. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Mavericks trailed by 8. Stepped on the line, out of bounds there, and that will cost them the possession. An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Young. 23 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. He feeds it to McGrady. Stolen by Kirilenko. Down low, here's Russell, and the slam dunk by Russell.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up 6. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. They've got Klay Thompson. Tracy McGrady is out there with Draymond Green. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Sampson in at the 5 spot. Here's Porter. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Walker the pass to Thompson. And Walker kicks to Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
This is what you call a dead-eye three-point perimeter shooter. Klay Thompson doing work.
Passes it to Kirilenko. Outside, Porter. Pass to Russell. Shot clock at 6. There's the drive. Sampson pulls it in.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Kirilenko against Walker. They kick it out to Green. Back to Walker. Tracy McGrady on the wing. Inside. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by McGrady. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Boy, showing off his versatility. Klay Thompson attacking the interior of this defense.
Porter. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Walker the pass to Sampson. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
You know, part of what makes Kemba special to me is the fact that he embraces the selfless role of a point guard. What a pretty look.
Outside, Russell. The pass to McDyess. Shot to stop the run. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that length.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. It doesn't matter. Just make shots.
So both teams changing it up here. The visitors with the ball. Here's Walker driving inside. Rebounded by McDyess. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Dallas Mavericks. 9-point game.
You know, so much of rebounding is about effort, and no lack of that right there. He had to box out and establish great position.
Out to Thompson for three. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot. In the NBA, trying to cut down on some of the cheap fouls. Certain players are experts at selling contact. Doris, are you sad to see that art form curtailed?
I'm not at all, Kevin, because what we're seeing is offensive players manipulate the rule and get outside of, quote, natural basketball plays. Guys who dead stop off a screen and end up getting 3 free throws. We have to take that away. Things should flow naturally in a basketball game.
Now here's Walker. He's covered by McDyess. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to George. Shoots from the right block. Over Green. Misses off the left iron.
What a brutal night for this guy, and it is having a ripple effect throughout the team. This is tough.
Walker against George. Brown the pass to Thompson. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Chamberlain got 7 points in the game.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
And it'll be the Mavericks with their first time out here of the game.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Just feels like the basket is looking awfully small to them right now. They're having a hard time getting anything to fall.
Abdul-Jabbar's checked in for Dallas.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he was dialed in at the line a season ago, 87% from the line.
Young looking it over. Takes the 13-footer. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's George. He has 5. He kicks it to Johnson. Pulls up on the elbow. And there's Paul George on the assist from Dennis Johnson. George has got 5 points in the quarter. 1:39 left to play in the first half. Passes it to Adebayo. Brown against George. Brown dishes to Miller. Back to Brown. Pass to Miller. Puts one up from 19. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Mavericks trail by 9. In the corner. George with it. Shoots over Brown. George, no good. George has gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. And it's Miller penetrating. It's blocked. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So it's the visitors now. Young with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. Stolen by McDyess. George looking over the floor. Shoots over Brown. George missing again.
Now, I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
It's Miller on the wing. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Brown missing.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Here's Petrie. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
Now, here is Young. And he drives in. And that one, good.
He's smart at using the screen there to just create space. Young, very reliable in that pick and roll.
And that does it for the first half of play. Leading by 9. Time now for the halftime break.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Checking out the visiting team. Shaq, let's get your insight on the visiting team.
They've really established themselves on the glass. Being dominant there has been...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Klay Thompson with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
They've got Abdul-Jabbar. Andre Kirilenko is out there with Paul George. Then it's Johnson, and it's Petrie in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. And Young kicks to McGrady. That's in, coming off the assist from Young.
And you expect this from Young. He scans the floor and finds an open man for the shot.
Johnson, the pass to Petrie. George, that's a 2-pointer. No good off the back of the rim.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
To the paint, here's Sampson. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds in this game. And Adebayo sends it back.
That's a big donut, folks, here to start the second half. 4 straight they've missed.
Miller against Abdul-Jabbar. Miller, the pass to McGrady. Lays it up and banks it in. McGrady's got 6.
Like the size McGrady has inside. Fantastic at kind of angling his body there for the interior shot.
There's the pass to George. Over McGrady. And it falls over the rim and in. 9 points in the game so far.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the team, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Kirilenko against Walker. And the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar.
And beyond the obvious physical skills, Kareem just has a great understanding for the game. Times his move perfectly to get that shot.
Walker against Cheeks. Thompson for 3. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Mavericks trail by 12. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's Porter.
You have to admire the activity of Klay Thompson on the defensive end. It seems like he makes it his mission to make life difficult for whoever he's checking.
Doris, to limit travel during the 2021 season, the NBA scheduled baseball-style series. Teams facing off in consecutive games. How did you like that?
You know, more important than what I thought, Kevin, we had a number of coaches tell us throughout the course of the regular season that they actually loved this format. The reason being, as you said, number one, it cuts down on travel. But number two, they thought it mimicked the playoffs, where you had to make game-to-game adjustments. It also raised the intensity level because you you had just played this opponent. And so, you know, things get competitive and nasty. It elevated the game. I love it. Well, the defender collapses because on the dribble drive from Kemba Walker, my goodness, is he clever.
These are his third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Kemba Walker taking 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Here's Porter going inside. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
They double-team Chamberlain. Makes it off the glass. Chamberlain got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Cheeks against Walker. And a wide-open look for Porter. Drops in the tray.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Walker, and it's blocked, and they recover it. And Thompson kicks to Walker. Kept alive. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. Now Chamberlain, 11 points in the game. Over Abdul-Jabbar. Again, Chamberlain missing.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the 3 in transition. And momentum going the other way, can they find some answers?
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
Antonio McDyess, he's checked in for Andre Kirilenko.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the third. Cheeks against Young. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Cheeks. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Well, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
To the inside. Adebayo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's his first trip to the line. Free throw good. Adebayo. Dallas making a switch here. George is checked in. And Adebayo drops them both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
Pass to George. Abdul-Jabbar against Chamberlain. There's Porter with the 3. Chamberlain with the rebound.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Cheeks against Young. Inside. Out to Miller. It's Brown on the wing. And the 3 ball is good. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, to me, that's excellent timing from Jaylen Brown. He shoots with confidence, knowing his teammates trust him.
Knocked away. Young with the steal. And now Young running the floor all by himself. Shots good by Miller.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Porter against Miller. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 10.
You love that this guy doesn't get down on himself after a rough first half. Keep your composure and keep grinding.
Rob. Here's Cheeks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George dishes to Porter. And here is Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots over Chamberlain, and it comes off the front of the rim. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Leading by 17. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Miller is out there with Trae Young. Then it's Bam Adebayo. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Sampson in at the 5. It's stolen by Johnson. The shot by George, wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 3 assists tonight. Young outside, right wing. Adebayo kicks to Young.
Dennis Johnson. That's his second personal foul. First team foul. Checking in for the away team.
3 from the inbound.
Klay Thompson.
Sampson, the pass to Young. Thompson against George. 5 on the clock. Thompson misses.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. There's the feed to Sampson. Down low, stolen away. George against McGrady. The rebound by Young.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
There's the dish to Sampson. From downtown, cranes the three-pointer.
And how about getting a hand up on McGrady, especially when he's looking to shoot from the outside?
George against McGrady. George, no good. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Thompson dishes to Sampson. McGrady passes to Sampson. Count it.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Feeds it to McDice. That one doesn't go. Great D that time from Green. McGrady against Johnson. The shot by McGrady, no good. Mavericks trailed by 19. Passes it to Petrie. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
In the ultimate combo guard, Johnson can pass with the league's best playmakers.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Andre Kirilenko's checked in for Dallas. They get a hand on it. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Walker against Johnson. George, that's a two-pointer.
Well, to me, that's the wingspan of Jaylen Brown bothering shooters. This guy gets right in their space and throws them off balance.
Outside, Walker. Back to Chamberlain. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 5 assists in the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Johnson against Walker. A clear look for George. And good. He got the English that time as it falls. George has got 5 points in the quarter. Walker looking for an opening. Over in the corner, Brown. Here he goes. Shot clock at 5. Bangs home the trifecta.
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
And the Mavericks call time here. And Greg, a lot of new head coaches stepping into this season. How does a first-year coach come in and win over a locker room?
I mean, Kevin, that's a great question. And I think there's a combination of confidence and humility that one has to have. And I think, believe it or not, the most important trait, you got to be consistent. Your message cannot waver. It cannot fluctuate. That's one way that you will lose a locker room.
Petrie, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Abdul-Jabbar's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Pass to Walker. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. George finds Porter. Connects from three-point range. Porter's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, Paul George is such a solid all-around player. This guy can score it at an elite level, and he passes it well, too.
Walker. That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now. And the pass to Karolinko. 1:21 left here in the fourth quarter. George, no good. George has gone just 1 of 4 from deep. Walker against Porter. Now here's Walker. T right on him. Green inside the three-point line. The offensive rebound. Now the Mavericks with it. Trailing by 17. Petrie. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Petrie's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. Abdul-Jabbar against Thompson. From deep three-point range. It's rebounded by Dallas. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And here's George for 3. Buries it from three-point range.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
That one's off. Still out of sync. This one just all but in the books.
Yeah, too many points, not enough time.
He can't get that one. Good D by Thompson. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Substitution for your Mavericks.
Here's Cheeks. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were...
Thanks very much, Jalen. On a real roll right now. How much pride do you take in the win streak?
Let's just keep it going. Just keep playing basketball, keep having fun, keep smiling, and it's fun when you win.
That alternative's not very good, so you want to keep winning. Thanks again, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.